It kind of sucks. I'm not used to filming with my phone, so my only non-werewolf card I have in the whole deck, Nissa Voice and Zendikar. I just use her for the +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. If you have like 2 or 3 werewolves, totally worth it to drop her. I got 4 Howlpack Resurgence. Absolutely need 4 of these. Just amazing. Has flash. Each creature you control that's a wolf or werewolf gets +1/+1 and trample. And you can flash this in at the end step of your opponent if you have 3 mana. Really good. I run 3 Nature's Way. This is really good removal. It's better than Prey Upon, and it's just 1 more to cast. It's better than Rabid Bite because it basically does the same thing. Your creatures do not fight, but you get Vigilance and Trample with this. So it's just way better than Rabid Bite. And you get to avoid fighting and Death Touch and all that craziness. I run 3 Moonlight Hunt. I only run 3 because it would clog my hand a lot. And sometimes you only have like maybe 1 or 2 wolves on board, and you have like 2 of these in your hand, and it's kind of clogging your hand a little bit too much. So 3 seems a pretty good number. It's really amazing removal. You have 2 or 3 wolves on board with a Howlpack Resurgence. It's just amazing. I run also 4 Waxing Moons, and we excuse me, when we get to the creatures. Sorry, I can't talk today for some odd reason. I'll show you why I have 4. You can transform up to 1 target werewolf you control. Creatures you control gain trample into the end of turn. Really good. And when we get to the creatures, I'll show you why I run 4. You get I got 3 blossoming defenses, pretty much for shenanigans. Stop your creatures from dying, run over something, protect it from destruction. Really good, and it's also target for your Silverfur Partisans. That's with Nature's Way in Waxing Moon also. So you get a free wolf. And 4 Kessig Prowlers. This is basically why you run 4 of the Waxing Moons. It can become a 4/4 on turn 2, which is really amazing. 4 of those. 1 drop, 2/1. Also this, Ulvenwald Captive. Hopefully I said that correctly. I also use it for the Waxing Moons. And a Mana Fix. You run just 2 of these because they're defenders and you can't attack with them. So running 2 is pretty good, and it's 4/6 on turn 3, which is pretty damn good. Also run 4 Duskwatch Recruiters, 2/2. And once he transforms, it comes to 3/3, and your wolves cost 1 less, which is really good. And you can tap 3, search for a creature card. I only have 2 Lambholt Pacifists. I used to run 4, but it would clog up the board a lot because a lot of times I wouldn't have Howlpack Resurgence on board, or another werewolf that's 4/4. Running 2 seems pretty damn good. I think it balances out. I run 4 Spare the Hunt still, even though Languish is gone. You still have a lot of removal that can hurt it, like Kazak's Return. If stuff doesn't target, unfortunately you can't save your wolves, but they're really good to flash in because it has flash, and +0/+3 also can save your wolves from destruction from something. 2 Shrill Howlers, which is really good, 3/1, and creatures with power less than Shrill Howler cannot block it, which is really good. Also the target for Waxing Moon, it becomes 3/5, which is really good on turn 5. That's why usually you have to wait till turn 5 to really transform them. And only 2 Silver Partisans. I think about maybe running 3, but it's hard to get off triggers because your opponent usually doesn't target. A lot of people, at least at my Friday Night Magic, use Planeswalker's abilities and stuff that doesn't target. And you have to really rely on yourself to get off the triggers. So running 2 seems pretty good. And my sideboard is 3 aim highs, which is it gets rid of your flyers. Just in case people run flyers, you can untap target creature. It gets +2/+2 and gains reach until the end of the turn. Really good removal for flyers. One of the deck's weaknesses is you can't block flyers because there's nothing flying. So you just gotta take care of that. Also, I run 3 appetite for the Unnatural. There's a lot of artifacts decks going around. You know, Metalwork Colossus is going around. Really good. For 3, you get to destroy target artifact or enchantment. You gain 2 life, so cost 3. And you know, with Smuggler's Captor going around, definitely worth it. Also, sideboard and Moonlight Hunt for more removal. Just in case I need the Partisans, I run that. Another Captive, another Shrill Howler, and just a Pack Guardian, just in case I want to run Pack Guardian for some reason. The main ones are Aim High and Appetite for the Unnatural for not only artifact destruction and flyers. Also run 3 clip wings for the flyers, and it doesn't target, so you can go around hexproof and good stuff like that. It only costs 2. Each opponent sacrifices a creature flying. Since you don't have any creatures just flying, it's a pure bonus for you. So that was my standard werewolf deck. You probably can get it for around $20 or $30, probably around $40 if you get someone, that's too pricey, but you probably should be able to get around $40. The most expensive card I have in the deck is Nissa. So overall, a good deck if you want budget. Thank you for listening. Rate, comment, and subscribe.